here it is at last, the Helios Tarot forecast for the month, or Tarot Horoscope drawn specifically for your astrological zodiac sign. I'm B.R. Newman, in case you didn't know that already. Check out my website, iamhelios.com, through the link below, and consider everything that I have to offer there. Consider signing up to receive any number of the personal readings that I offer, or consider signing up to take a course. The choice is yours. There's a lot to explore there. Also consider checking out Annie Botticelli's Storyteller forecasts to see the astrological side of everything you're going to see here. It's fascinating, I promise. So, okay, I guess we'll just jump right into it. And here it is, Aquarius, your 5-card Helios spread for the month of December. This, as you may know, is a condensed Golden Dawn spread which uses 15 cards. In this case, we have 5 to the same result. We have a central theme, 2-dimensional timeline options for you to choose from, a past section, and a fate section. In your central theme, you have a major arcana card, and this most adequately embodies the whole story arc of this tarot spread. And in this case, this is balance being restored. This is the adjustment card. Some kind of karmic debt is being repaid. And so we can look to the past section to figure out the way in which that has built up, the way in which that has come into being, that has begun to materialize. So you're feeling that now. So what led up to this is the 4 of Cups. All 4s in tarot are associated with Chesed on the Tree of Life's fifth number 4, which is benevolence. It's a healing force that repairs the world. It's mercy, it's kindness, and as manifest through water, in this case, this is the experience of affection, devotion, tenderness received. So a kindness has been bestowed upon you, and now it's time for you to repay that. So if you do not willingly repay that, then the universe has ways of bringing balance into form, which would be the unpleasant result of the principle of polarity swinging from extreme to extreme. And there is this rhythmic cycle that happens in nature. Balance would be restored, so this tarot spread should serve as the means through which you could make that conscious and make a decision about how you can best do that, how you can best repay that. It may be that the source of this kindness has no attachment to receiving the kindness in return. All the more reason to return it, right? So that is what is happening. It just seems to be in the works. So you can hop on board or not according to one of these 2-dimensional timeline possibilities. The one being the Lust card, another major arcana card, which deals with triumphing over basic petty desires, primitive desires that kind of take control. So there's an element of addiction in here that's being addressed. So the Lust card would be, or this dimensional timeline would be the path upon which you would manage those addictions and use higher reasoning to transcend patterns of yours that maybe have gotten you into trouble in the past. And by doing so, you would be repaying this debt, so to speak. So perhaps we'll use the hypothetical scenario in which somebody gave you something to help you. So by taking whatever it is they gave you to help yourself, to better yourself, you would be repaying them. So it's not something going directly back to them. It's actually, they give you something with a specific intent, and you can take it or leave it. But by taking that and embracing that intent and doing something with it, you are repaying that. So you're giving to them almost more than what they gave to you, because you took it and then ran with it and made something more of it. So that's kind of a best case scenario here. And so this takes it really deep, to a level that maybe the other dimensional timeline does not. The 3 of Discs doesn't represent the same level of evolution. All 3s in tarot are associated with Binah on the Tree of Life, which is the left hemisphere of the brain. It's deductive reasoning, logic, and rationality. It's what brings the right hemisphere of the brain, the imaginings that occur there, into form. So still, it's within the realm of the potential. It's not entirely realized. But as manifest in this case through Earth, this is concentration. So this actually implies that you are going to attempt to do something with what was given to you. But this is the dimensional timeline upon which you don't really know what to do. You don't know where to concentrate your efforts. You simply know that you must concentrate. You must try. So this is the dimension of trying. Whereas the other dimension is one of doing. So this also, does the great service of letting you know where the action is going to take place. It's taking place within. So there's the beast within that must be tamed. The beast you see depicted in the imagery is that inner beast that must be tamed and harnessed. It's raw potential energy that could be used, but as it stands, before this Lust card comes about, it's merely a distraction. It's a force that gets in the way and perhaps gets you into trouble. So this is all quite promising considering where this is going. The art card in your fate section suggests that an alchemical transmutation is just around the corner, and is in fact quite inevitable. So, that said, when juxtaposed with this adjustment card, this other major arcana here, you can't stop it from occurring, but you can step back and allow it to be done to you, in which case you would have very little control over the nature of it, and that's not ideal. You want to have say in the way in which the transformation occurs and to what result. So by taking the dimensional timeline of the Three of Discs, for example, if you never see this reading and you really don't know what to do, you don't know where you need to concentrate your efforts, then the universe, or the dead mechanism of the universe, would take over and act upon you and sort of present the conditions that would force you to make the kinds of changes that you must make, which is good. Ultimately, we see the positive end result is there, but it's just not as pleasant. That just wouldn't be as enjoyable. That wouldn't be really up to you. You wouldn't be left feeling a kind of satisfaction that you can take with you, and that you can learn from and grow with. There wouldn't be that sense of, I did it. I know I can do it. Look what I'm capable of. And then also, that may not be as authentic or as complete of a form of transcendence beyond the basic petty desires represented here by the beast in the lust card. The art card is indeed very promising, but the degree to which it manifests is not set in stone. You can actually take advantage of this, and in doing so make it far greater, far more of a transformation, far more authentic, far more lasting, and far more positive, far more conscious. So you can do all of that by beginning to manage your addictions now, confronting temptations, one at a time, and starting small even. And with each temptation you confront and triumph over, you'll feel, much more capable. So the whole process will be exponential. You'll gain strength and momentum according to the snowball effect. The Three of Discs dimensional timeline isn't that bad. I mean, it isn't. There's no ill intent in there. It's just simply ignorant. It's not really knowing where to focus your energy. So there's nothing wrong there. There aren't going to be any ill consequences as a result of taking that. It just simply makes it makes this inevitable positive result lesser. And it takes it out of your hands, so you'll be left feeling a little less satisfied along that path. And it's not particularly pleasant to be clueless as it is. So now that you know what to do and where to direct your attention, I encourage you to do so. It'll feel so much better and produce so much more. So if you think of this like the alchemist's table, if you want to create a large sum of gold, you want to get as much lead as you possibly can out onto the table. And to do that, you have to first find it, you have to engage it, you have to be willing to address it and accept that it's there, confront it head on, piece by piece, starting small. And that about wraps this up, so thank you for listening to this. You might want to contact me for a personal reading of some kind. You can gain clarity, certainty, and confidence regarding a big decision, the nature of a personal relationship, family dynamics, general complications or opportunities, and so on. I can help you simplify extremely complex matters into something workable, something you can base otherwise difficult decisions upon, and something you can trust, so you can put your mind at ease and get back to living. And maybe you want to uncover the complexities of your inner circuitry, really getting to know the way you truly operate, so you can pick and choose the kinds of strategies, partners, and environments that help you thrive and feel good and think straight. If any of that sounds good, trust me, you're going to want to check out my website, IamHelios.com, and discover what I can offer you there today. Thanks again.